Greetings all. All right, I'm going to do I was going to do a galactic update, but it seems like we're going to do a universe update from the angelic realm. So much love, blessings, and enjoy. Blessings. Much love to you all. This is the Prime Creator. Blessings to you. I just got back from Walmart. I bought all these wonderful things. Trying to connect with humanity. That is all I'm here to do. I'll let you know I am no different than you are. As you might think, I am of this holiness, but we are all the same, my friends. And the reason I am here to connect, to bring you back to more of a more charming self, a more of a lightened up version of humanity. To let you know that you can clock yourself back into your higher self, your true self, by letting go anger, pain, self-doubt, to allow this love of yourself come through. Many have their difficulties, many difficulties, loving one's thyself, bringing this energy clearly into your mind so you can feel connected to heaven again. And that's what this ascension is all about. It's reconnecting to heaven, reconnecting to the higher realms, where you can connect to all things that you are capable of. And this earth, yes, through its cycle, it is now found its ending. As for your third dimensional mindset and reconnecting back to the angels and your higher self. But first, of course, love thyself, the hardest test on this planet. As you see in your media, is there to confuse you. Your entertainment is there to confuse you. Yes, much Anunnaki energy there. Ah, yes, so clever to remove you from spirit through using entertainment. Religion's one thing. Entertainment in your past was the strong mechanism to take you away. And it's been done many times, such as telling people to smoke cigarettes and on, to ruin thy spiritual self, to ruin thy body that connects you to your spiritual self. Not to say all smoking is bad. You'd be surprised. Some that actually connects you more with spirit. Your American Indians have been doing it often. Not to say all American Indians, or others that do it also, but just for an example. As for your incarnation here, it is for you to reformat yourself. Remember your past lives. How does one do that anyway? How does one reconnect to your higher self? The reason I say higher self is because many areas had a big question mark. How do I reconnect to the higher realms? Your higher self is there. Why can't I be there? To do this is to let go of the negative. How does one do this? Believe in yourself that you can do it. Belief of you can do whatever you want. Instead of, I'm not sure, maybe I can do it. And realize you're no different than I am. Yes, I might be the prime creator, but you are creators also. And remembering that doesn't force power. That doesn't. Instead of saying, oh, I'm this guy. Hey, God, how's it going? I'm here to worship you. Remember that is to take you, understand that is another Anunnaki and a Draconian and Anunnaki disconnection from who you are. Is you are, yes, masters of limitation, is to reconnect back to yourself. It's like, don't put any limitations around. It's like, I can do all things. Now, understand, some of you are contracts in your life, your your blueprint here. Yes, there are places of limitation for warning purposes only, though. Not to say you are limited, but some places are there for warning. Meaning, if you have all the knowledge, it's hard to learn these little things. So this is where there are limitations in your chart. As for your talents, understand you're very powerful beings that are reconnecting to all of that. There are parts in your chart that have to be there for the little things, the details that you're looking for to fine tune. And you have all this knowledge. Oh, I know everything. Look at me. As many beings feel like they do, but they miss certain details. And that's where you come in with mind limitations of full knowledge. But you are regaining it all back. So basically, it is persistence. Such as being a writer, being an artist, persistence, whatever it is that you wish to master, persistence, not letting go. What is in your heart? Just continue on. That's same as activating your abilities, same as channeling, same as anything else. It's persistence. Go by what feels right. If you need a break, take a break. But if it still lives within your heart, do what is in your heart. And don't let others control you and tell you what to do. What is in your heart that activates you most? This is what keeps many that drive going on. And yes, of course, you see many of riches on this planet as actors. Those are your presumed elite group to look down at the people and say, look at us, we're so wonderful. Unfortunately, that is scrambling the minds also on this planet, showing a financial reward where it should be a spiritual reward. Spiritual reward is much more rewarding, and you do not need money for this spiritual reward. You all have it. It is your belief systems that keeps you from it. Just to let you know, just in case you wanted a check that box of something to accomplish, as to let go in your belief systems that you cannot do. Your spirituality is the engine that runs this earth, though. You are connected to each other. Yes, I'm going to mention them again. Yes, Anunnaki has done very well in disconnecting you all. Yes, Draconians are great also at that, but the Anunnaki are masters. Of course, there have been much arguments, many memes on that, but that is fine. There are other beings, but Anunnaki is of a great strength. They are no different than your archons in many ways. They have the same mentality of understanding, of retooling civilizations to serve their needs for learning purposes, and also they want you to be under their masterhood. They want you under their control. The archons aren't so much like that. They're more of analyzing constantly and entertaining themselves and watching you experience life in a different way. So if you're wondering of those connections, now you know. But for all of you to disconnect from this third density is to believe in yourself that you can, and believe in this ascension process. And believe, what do you want to be? What is your soul desire? It's a spiritual energy. You are energy. Your soul is energy. That's why we put the little label spiritual on there, but you can put it on there whatever you want. It is what you are that brings you closer to who you are. Hopefully that made sense. I believe it made some sort of sense. And the God energy is within all of you. You're all creators. And build, constantly build. Whatever universes you wish to connect with, what kind of fantasy worlds you wish to connect with, go for it. No one here is stopping you. The mentality of humanity has been masked, has been closed down for some time. As you can see in your society, money is the controller of this earth, which will eventually be lifted. Removed. Eventually, no worries. Not now. Not ever. Remember, you can control that also in your timelines. at least comfortability of some kind of comfortability. Whatever you wish, actually. Because you connect to your timeline that you wish to connect to. Some do connect to the timelines and get neglectful and feel like, oh, this will never happen, or this, I can't do this, I can't do that. I can't. Disconnects you from your timeline. But persistence of a positive energy of what you want brings in your manifestation. The timeline you want to experience is there. And you are living it already. You're just preparing yourself for the big turn, the big change. So you're already on the timeline you want to be on. Even if you feel like this is the wrong one, you're still on it. You just haven't hit the turning point that truly takes you to the path that you truly want to be on, but you are on your path. Believe in yourselves in this transition. Some do feel like it'll take forever, but there's many lessons to be learned in that foreverness, in that time of forever, that links you to your manifestation, brings you into what you want. But it all depends on your belief and within that this is what you want. If there's a big question mark, it's hard to connect to what you want if you don't know what it is. Or the answers to what it is, you can always connect to the answers of what you want. If you do not know what you want, you can connect to answers that ask for the answers, questions to be answered of what it is I'm here for. You can connect to that manifesting and bring that into your being. You have the power of all this. Think of it as strings of time that are in your hands. Strings of time. Timelines in your hand. In the palm of your hand, you're just pulling that string. You're constantly pulling it towards you. But do you truly want it? Some put a pause on it and do other things because they're not fully ready for this transformation yet. I'll leave that with you. God is loving, and so are you. Blessings to you in your journey here. We love you so much. Much love. Blessings.